the knowledge, E, man. I'm trying to get paid in full. Well, check this out. Since Norby Waltz is our agency, right? True. Karen Lewis is our agent. Zakia and Fourth and Broadway is our record company. Indeed. Okay, so who we rolling with then? We rolling with Rush. Rush Town Management. Check this out. Since we're talking over this deaf beat right here that I put together, I want to hear some of them deaf rhymes. You know what I'm saying? And together. Full.
Shout out that Ciroc, that new. Shout out that Wild Cherry Pepsi. Hold up. Let's get this thing adjusted. Hey, Stacy, what's up, sis? I thought I'd play the vibes. Joey Doodle up here.
Thinking of a master plan. This ain't nothing but
hey, yo, Game, what's good, Playboy?
My pocket, all my money spent, so I get default, but still coming up with lint, so I start.
Yo, Game, what's up, baby? I get money. I used to be a stick-up kid, so I think of all the devious things I did. I used to roll up. This is a hold up. Yo, Game, what's up, baby? Woo! What's up, baby?
Yo, what up? Hey,
what's up, my brother, man? You on a big show, man. Just by mistake, huh? We turned up on it.
Hey, nah, it ain't no. We don't make no mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I seen my brother go live. My brother went live. I said, well, I'm alive. Let me jump on with my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Game, let me tell you something, man. What is this Numinati? Break that down to me. Is that a new gang? Is that the new Crips, new Bloods, new?
Nah. Hey, yo. No gang.
I know. But I want you to break it down.
Yo, we done had enough gangs in our life. You know what I'm saying? Like. Nah, basically, the Numinati is just like, they got all these government facets, right? And they got they quote unquote gangs. You know what I'm saying? They got and the mass agenda. They be pushing they pushing their own agenda, the government. But we as the people, we don't always share the same views. So we got to come together as a conglomerate of people. It's not a black thing. It's not a white thing. It's a new thing, a new way of thinking, a new way of taking control of your life. Instead of thinking like, and I'm not saying that, being a janitor or being this and none of that. I'm not taking shots at none of that. I'm just saying I want people to think bigger. You know what I'm saying? Instead of thinking about being a janitor, think about having a janitorial service. Like, so it's just a new way of thinking. You know what I'm saying?
So the picture you took the other day with all the beautiful ladies and some of your fellas, that's part of the Numinati?
Those are like my close friends and family, and they pushing the movement with me. You know what I'm
saying? Yo, Gabe, you said, was that a joke or you on baby number 4?
No. That was on April Fools. You know what I'm saying?
That was on April Fools? Yo,
yeah.
Hey,
but hey, it don't mean that I'm not out here working though. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Game, let me tell you something, man. You always pull up. We in Miami, you make a phone. You got me jammed up. Now I gotta perform for Carbone for free. I gave him so many favors. Now he said, yo, Formula One's coming. Could you come down, perform for free? I always take care of you. I said, yo, Carbone, I got you. Don't worry about it. I'll come down there and rock out. But you pull up, Game, and 15 chicks. Has it always been like that, or that's part of the new?
Nah, one of my homies, we used to move around. You remember when I first came out, how I was moving around. I'm moving around with 70 Bloods everywhere I go. New York, Miami, don't matter. One of my homies was like, everywhere we go, we getting into trouble, like it's a shootout or somebody trying to stab somebody. We just look too aggressive. He was like, yo, why we can't be out here like, you know what I'm saying? Like when this was at the time when Ludacris and Nelly and those guys were like at the pinnacle of their careers. And when you saw Nelly and Luda in the clubs back then as a new artist, them niggas had all the women. So one of my homies was like, yo, we got to start coming out with the women. It's lighter, it's sexier. Other women want to come to the cool section. We got to stop coming. And, when you look at our section, niggas, 30 niggas, it look like violence. You know what I'm saying? So I really restructured. And in the process, I had some words with a few homies. I had to trim the fat, and everybody couldn't go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, people don't understand that everybody can't go. What that is like, we come up broke, we come up poor, and we get this shit called survivor's guilt. So we want to bring everybody with us. but you realize everybody ain't ready to go, and everybody ain't ready to mature up. Like when I be hearing some shit, like now I don't even entertain nothing. But now when I hear some of my homies doing some crazy shit or something like that, I'm like, yo, what the fuck are they thinking 2022? And I'm sure LA even worse than New York with just the gang culture and all that. How are you able to be like, yo, let me do me? Like, you know, like I'm like y'all can't shake that shit actually.
Hey, yo, it's like, a lot of people,
what?
you know, for a lot of people that don't understand, really don't understand LA and the gang culture, you don't get to say you quit. That's the thing. So when people be like, "Oh, you're too old to gang bang," no, I got homies right now, 65 years old, that's with all the smoke. There is no, you don't walk in and turn in your resignation papers. Like you don't get that option. And so the only way out of a gang here in LA, and it don't matter that it's 2022 and things are a little more lighthearted and things are changing and now Crips are cool with Bloods some way. No, that's cool. But a lot of niggas is still out here really, really, really banging. And when I say a lot, I mean in the 90%. So just because you don't see it on the internet, like this shit is LA, and I'm not taking away from Chicago or Little Rock or the BX or New York as a whole or Miami or Lil Hate. No hood in America am I taking away from. But this shit out here is so tricky because there's so many small facets of gang banging. Like it's just crazy. So you don't get to say I'm done. Hey yo, here's a perfect example. What did Snoop wear on the Super Bowl?
Blue, Nick. Blue.
Snoop like 46 or something like that, 47. Like it, and you every time you see Snoop, it's still Long Beach 20 Insane. It's still Crippin'. It's still, and Snoop is on America's the talent show. He with Martha Stewart. Snoop is on TV. Snoop is everywhere. But Snoop is still Crippin' heavily. So I'm saying so what we not doing is we not like Snoop ain't saying like go join the Crips, but he's saying this is what I am. And a lot of people be like, damn, Snoop, you too old. No, that's not the culture.
Well, what happened to me was the first person I linked up in LA with, who's still my brother to this day. Shout out to Inglewood family, Mac 10, you know, OG Muggs and all and Fat Boy. I linked up with them, and we shot that movie, Blood Thicker Than Water.
Seen it. That
wasn't no game in New York ever.
That's a hood classic, by the way.
Yo, bro, let me tell you, I know it's a fucking hood classic. Like, are you fucking kidding me? I risked my life to shoot that fucking movie every day. Rest in peace, my homie, Dum Dum. Yo, I had a homie out there. His name was Dum Dum. He had dude's name on his hand, on his arm. They buried him in the Fat Joe jacket out there in Inglewood. He had dudes' names that he allegedly, was up.
Right.
He had the rest in peace wall on his arm. And so when I get out there, Mac is like, let's do this movie. Motherfucking grandmothers, grandfathers, everybody driving red. The whole hood is red. I mean, yo, bro, it was some dumb shit going on every fucking night. They be like, yo, duck in the trailer. Somebody's about to turn the corner and shoot the block. I just didn't understand why they chose to shoot this movie in the middle of the activism.
Because look, really, it ain't really nowhere else to shoot the movies if you shooting a hood movie. Because think about it, everywhere out here is a gang. So even if you went to the valley, right? Even if you went to the valley, then you would run into like Wax gang. Because Wack is from the valley. He not from the city. But I'm saying it's gangs everywhere. Like you got our biggest gangs in the valley. Like a lot of people like say, oh, y'all from the valley. But it's real big gangs. Like Mexicans in the valley is some of the ruthless gang members in LA. And then Wack is in the deep valley, you know what I'm saying? Pacoima, Piru, they really banging out there. So it's just everywhere you go. Yo, you go to the beach, they got the beach gang. Like they got Venice Shoreline.
Gang shit out there. And so we shot that movie for 2 months straight. And every day was every fucking day was a theory. Shout out my homie Wavy. Wavy and let me ask you something. You brought up Wack. Shout out to the homie Wack. What is it like having Wack 100 as your manager when he getting all this
Hey,
shit
yo.
over the place? And what is it like game? Like, do people blow up your
Hey,
game? What's up?
hey, yo, look, Whack is it every day. Whack is on some type of blog doing something wrong to somebody per their, how they feel. And every day, them niggas come in my Instagram like, yeah, you and your homie, it's up. I'm like, what, where, what he do, what, why it's up? But man, Whack is just, I think a lot of the things Whack says, a lot of the shit that like people don't want to say. He had those conversations that's uncomfortable. And a lot of it is really true. I mean, all of it probably, but he tells the truth. And people in general do not like hearing the truth. The truth. Like the truth hurts. Like
Nobody,
that's a real thing.
I almost don't like the truth. When I go see my moms and pops and my father sit me down, he be like, yo, you ain't shit, nigga. He shit.
Hey,
I mean, I hate the truth.
right.
I sit down my father, this guy touched my vein. I be looking at him like, are you serious, man?
Yeah.
I'll pay everything in this
Hey,
mother.
so look, so
We don't
when
want the truth.
No, and so when Wax say a lot of this shit, it may be the truth, but sometimes it's just like you shouldn't say this shit. But he says it. You know what I'm saying? Now me, I'll be like, I'm not gonna say that. He don't have that filter. So then people get mad at him and they say what they want to say. But still that's my brother. So I gotta stand up with him, and it is what it is, man. And again, man, LA tricky. And so he know what he doing, and he ain't walking around here light, and he got his niggas, and I got my niggas, and we here, and we don't wake up trying. Well, I don't wake up trying to kick up dust. I imagine he doesn't either. But niggas ain't running. We do that too. But we trying to stay positive. We trying to be hosts on the Wendy Show too one day. You know what I'm saying? We trying to elevate, baby.
Yo, we trying to elevate. Nah, you definitely elevate game. And I'm proud of you. And you said it on Drink Champs, but I gotta admit, part of the reason you broke up with G Unit was because of Fat Joe, Jadakiss, and Nas. And I always took that as a stand-up. I'm not sure if it was the smartest thing. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Hey, I don't know. I don't know if my 4x4 G Wagon agrees with you. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if the Cubans, my boy Vabaro, I don't know if my Cubans agree with you.
Yo, listen, no. You stay getting the bag. You do your thing. I hate it had to be over us that you would split up something so great.
Yeah. Hey, now you know what's crazy though?
Great.
Not to cut my brother off, but for what you did for me when I was in Miami a few weeks ago, all the Carbone, we even. Because I broke up a whole group for you. Look, you said it out your own mouth.
Yo, listen, man, I hung out with you in places I won't hang out at. Just because I know Games is there, I want him to know we good. I'm up in there. The boys is in there. We good. You know what I'm saying? I want you to feel like you can skip to my loop wherever you at when you with me. And that's another thing about LA that gets me confused is no matter what big homie you with or the king of Bel Air, whoever the dude wants to be, shit can still happen.
Yeah, it don't matter. It's a few guys you could really stand next to that, like Draws is one of those guys. Like you can stand next to Draws and you be all right. You know what I'm saying?
So it's, I mean, because I've been around the biggest. Like they done told me, yo, this is the king of all, and the bullshit still go down.
Well, you got the young niggas, they don't really care about who used to be whatever. They don't care. But that's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's like you said with the whole I can't believe I broke up a group for one of my best friends in and out of music, Fat Joe, Nas, Kiss. And you know why I did that? Because nigga, I grew up on like you and Pun and the Locks and like nigga, the scales where they wear the wells with. Like I couldn't. So when 50 was talking about we beefing with these niggas, I like lo and behold, I was in a group with those niggas, but I wasn't breaking peanut butter and jelly sandwiches in half with G Unit. I ain't see them niggas until it was time to work. So I didn't grow up like I grew up to Fat Joe, like on Fat Joe music, on Pun, on Terror Squad, Cuban Link. Like I was locked in. Them niggas like that shit when I was listening, when I first started smoking weed, it was the Cuban Links album, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it was, I was confused because I thought like I was supposed to be loyal to like where my heart was, and my heart wasn't. Like a lot of people like, oh, you nigga 50 put you on. No, 50 did not put me on, bro. People don't understand that at that time in LA, I was it. I was the nigga. So that's why Jimmy took me and told 50 he was putting me in G Unit, and 50 accepted because nigga, my name was ringing bells in the streets of hip hop. I was already on. So it didn't matter if I signed with Diddy or Irv or whoever the fuck, I was still gonna be game. I'm not saying that like Aftermath and Dre and 50 and those niggas didn't help, because that is my story. But if I would have signed the Terror Squad, nigga, I would still be the game. There's no doubt about it. So, and again,
let me ask you a question. I seen a little video at the Laker game. You walking past Jimmy Iovine.
I didn't see
like,
him.
Ah!
Hey, yo, look, let me tell you, Jimmy Iovine is like 5'2". Larry Jackson, who is like maybe 6 foot or 6'1", Jimmy was walking with a little hat on and just looked like a regular little white dude. I didn't know that was Jimmy Iovine. When I seen the video, I'm like, oh shit, that was Jimmy Iovine. Now, Jimmy Iovine probably didn't see me, one. And if he did see me, he probably felt like fuck Game. Like Game fucked up my money. I'm not saying shit to Game. So I get it. I understand it. But I'm not cutting out paper. I'm not cutting out paper dolls in a corner waiting to be spoke to by Jimmy Iovine anyway. Like, what are we doing? What are we talking about? I saw Larry Jackson.
Iovine, I done been in restaurants where the man, and I got no problem with Jimmy Iovine, but I done been in the restaurant where the man ran out the back door and all that because they told him Fat Joe and the Terror Squad is in here. And that was when I had beef with 50. He would just be break. And I was like, yo, I don't know why this man, I don't have no problem with this guy. So I seen how Larry talked to you. He knew Jimmy was beyond him, and Jimmy spun and got him. But it ain't no beef anyway. You wasn't going to beat up Jimmy.
So you saying Larry Jackson ran the play on me?
Yeah, he did.
All right, but no, but hey, he got it.
But he did the Heisman, and then Jimmy spun around that way. Oh,
see, I didn't see Jimmy. I saw Larry, and I just acknowledged him for his work at Apple Music, because when we see each other, we should say you doing a good job and you doing good. But with the whole Jimmy Iovine and the whole 50, and I'm gonna say this, and then I'm at the studio about to go cook something. But with the whole beef, and it's crazy how the G Unit shit fell down when I was trying to like hold down Fat Joe and now. But yeah, and then when I was going through that beef and shit, Eminem and Dr. Dre had to side with 50, Eminem, because 50 and Shady and Eminem and G Unit, that was their thing. And Dre was gonna ride with me because it was NWA, it's Compton, but it's a business. And at 24 years old, 25 years old, I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? And that gotta like,
Eminem, super loyal. I was mad cool with Eminem, and I fought the beef with 50. He never said nothing about me. But he never talked to me, and then once I squashed the beef with 50, Eminem became my boy again. He's a loyal motherfucker.
You was about to go bar for bar with him?
No, nah, come on, that's Eminem. What I'm saying
wait,
to you.
Wait, hold on. Fat Joe can't go bar for bar with him?
Yo, listen, Eminem is dead night. I'll go with anybody.
All right.
What I'm saying is, he was my man. And then when I caught the beat with 50, remember he was on the lean back remix and all that. He just faded to the back. He didn't diss 50. He didn't diss Fat Joe. He just stayed in the cut. And once everything got cool, he patched it up and showed love again. One last question, Game. Dr. Dre, the line you took when you said Kanye did more for you than Dr. Dre, in one way, I mean, do you want to patch that up now, or you still feel the same way? I mean, like everybody, like Dr. Dre. From people's perspective, we always felt like Dr. Dre put you on, right? And so when you say yo, Kanye did more for me than Dre did for
Hey
me.
yo, again, like I said, yeah, it's like I said, it's like Dre, like I was already like it's in it. Like I'm just being honest, bro. It didn't matter if I signed the Death Row or Aftermath or Terror Squad or Def Jam or Bad Boy. I was going to be the game. I already had the streets locked in LA, bro. That's why I got signed. I got signed because I was already eating out here in the streets. I was the biggest nigga in the streets, period. Period, in LA. So whoever signed me got gifted with the next nigga that was gonna carry LA. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. So your point is, I was already on fire. If anything, Dre scooped up the hottest young nigga in the streets, and it looked
And
even bigger than.
and guess what? It's like when the Coca-Cola brand acquires another powerhouse and then they merge. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, now you acquired them because they shit is hitting. It's like when Mark Zuckerberg bought Instagram. Like Instagram was already popping. So, but Facebook is like, let me just acquire that and make us stronger. That's what niggas did with the game, bro. Niggas didn't like create me, bro. Like I created myself in Cedar Block in Compton, gang banging and doing my mixtapes and going to the CVS to print CDs and going to Fry's to get the CD burner. And I became the hottest nigga with me and my brother and all my niggas and our whole movement in Compton. Niggas just acquired the hottest nigga in the streets at that time.
I get what you're saying, my brother. I love you for coming on here. I know you got to go to the studio. I'll be out there soon. I'm coming out there for Khaled. They're giving him the Walk of Fame star. So he asked me to speak. So I'll be in LA next week. I'll look you up. You heard me?
Yeah, nah, I got you. You know I love you, bro. Yeah, I heard you. You know I love you, man. I'm always here when you need me. And again, this was just me talking to my brother because I seen you on. I'm like, let me see what Joe on. And we chopped it up like we always do. I love you, bro.
Hey, loved it, man. Thank you for coming through the big show, man. It's the biggest in the land.
You know,
Love you, my
hey,
brother.
you already know, man.
The game,
Illuminati,
baby.
man. We eat.
Illuminati, you never know. And you don't know who I know. That's how we keep the shit. Hey, yo, Rich. Let me get one of those, another Yalla. See, some people smoke crack. Some people smoke weed. Some people gamble. Some people smoke cigarettes. Fat Joe drinks a whole lot of soda. It's a problem. It's probably going to finish me sooner or later. But what can I say? But that's the game, the living legend. If you didn't know, Game, when he first fell out with 50 and all of them, was because 50 was like, yo, you got to go against Fat Joe and them. And he said, yo, I'm not doing that. I fuck with Fat Joe. He's my brother. And so, sometimes I feel guilty about that because if you ask me, they had a great thing going. But like Game says, he's filthy rich still. He don't give a fuck. He good. And so the popsicles come later. The popsicles is legend.
They know you well.
They know, yo, Joe is the
They
popsicle.
know you well. Popsicle
They know
king.
I got the popsicle king. And so the book, I'm gonna unveil the book cover tomorrow. Don't do it now, right?
No, sir.
Tomorrow, I got the book cover.
Man, let me take it.
The book of Jose.
You might want to
Shit, legendary.
I
My book is Unfuck with a Bull. Okay? And so if you think Fat Joe lies a lot or tells a lot of stories, you will be mesmerized by this book. This shit is not a game from A to Z. I am dropping too many gems, too much knowledge from when I was born to now. Too much legendary shit in this book. Book of Jose. So tomorrow I'm gonna put it up, the cover. Y'all can pre-order shit like that. Took a week off. Recharged. Told the wife, listen, man, please, because the minute I went down to the crib, She was like, all right, we coming, we getting ready this. I said, yo, Ma, listen, Ma. No disrespect in the universe. Can I get a week by myself to recharge? And so I don't know about you guys, but I've never went on a guy trip, a bunch of guys, this. I never did none of that. And so I worked so hard, I said, I need to recharge. Can I go just relax to myself? Because when you've been with somebody so long, it's normal shit to argue over a pillow, argue over the doorknob. The lady ain't cleaned the crib right. The this. And so I didn't want none of that shit. I said, yo, I'm going to sit on my couch, watch Netflix, get my plans together, how I'm going to attack with business. And boy, is business great. Business is phenomenal. We can't make the shit up. Shout out my brother Raul on the check-in. And so the shit's so crazy because I took a week to relax myself and charge up. And you know, when you be with women for so long, somehow they know how to catch your vein. They know how to tell you some shit that get you stressed the fuck out. I started a new rule with the wife where I said, do me a favor. If you're going to say some crazy shit to me and you're going to have me like this and shit wired up, do it around 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Don't do it no more at 12, 1 o'clock when I'm just about to go to sleep, where I got to go to sleep with the mad shit. I don't want that shit. I want to sleep with the angels. I don't want to go in the bed frustrated. And so, my man, I don't want to tell you who my man the other day, he's telling me he argued with his wife over some shit. He went to the restaurant. She told him she wants some steak or some beef. He forgot it. These guys are high school sweethearts, been together for 30 years. They fighting over some shit because he forgot this. It's just fucking incredible. To keep a relation together is fucking incredible. And so, you know, you gotta I took a week off. I ain't go to no clubs. I ain't do nothing, no other type of shit. I went there. My brother Rich the Barber was with me. Shout out to Shoulda Went to Heck. You see this shit. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? And I said, you know, they'll take care of yourself, man. Take care of your health. Take care of your health. Take care of your health. Take care. What the fuck is Brian saying? Peace, Joe. Let him know when the drop for the book is. I don't know when the drop is. Tomorrow I'll let him know. I think the drop is in like November, December or something. I'm not sure. I know it's the best fucking book any hip hop dude ever fucking wrote. I promise you that shit. If you over here and you watch this show and you say, yo, Joe's one of the best storytellers, do you know what the fuck this book is like? This shit deal with every faction, every shit you could think of. This ain't no, these people ain't, come on, man. You gotta be fucking kidding me. These people don't, they can't talk that shit like me. It's fucking impossible. Shout out to the Grammys yesterday. SZA and Doja Cat. I was very, very happy for the sisters, you know, winning this award, and they deserved it, and that record was a hit. And them two girls, they so talented, and everybody who won the award, I don't know, could somebody tell me who won the main award? The main award was a guy, John Baptiste, right? Is that his name? Could somebody tell me and confirm that that's his name, Jean Baptiste? Could someone tell me if that's the right name, Jean Baptiste? Yo, bro, let me tell you something. Don't start book beef, because you could pull up anybody's book. Like right now, I see somebody, yo, because Quincy Jones looked at. Nobody's shit gonna be like mine. Nobody. Impossible, papi. Impossible. And these guys just ain't, they just ain't lived that, what I live. You know what I'm saying? It's impossible. It's an impossible thing. My story, my buildings where I grew up is so rusty. It looked like fucking Vietnam. I dare you Google the Bronx in the 70s and 80s. You don't have, so John Baptiste, right? Talented man, loved this speech and all that. But I personally, with no disrespect, don't know much about Jean Baptiste. He was nominated for 16 Grammys. Now, I don't want to say some shit to get people mad, but I don't really know this guy. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. And so last night, here it comes again. Remember 50 Cent won, he sold 30 million records and he lost to somebody we never heard of in our life. I lost Lean Back to the Black Eyed Peas before they even had the white girl Fergie. We lost all the way up. Remy went to jail. Joe went to jail. They come back all the way up. The whole hood celebrate. We lose the Chance the Rapper. Come on, bro. Right? And so all these years, I dislike the Grammys for the type of shit they be doing, right? And so last night, the brother won John Baptiste Award of the Year, the Album of the Year, the biggest shit, right? But you guys don't really know Jean Baptiste like that. You do not know that. And so he's a great musician, and I don't know if you play his shit all day. Like, I'm keeping it a buck. Like, I would have took her winning the Album of the Year, Snow Allegra. You know, it was some real R&B shit there. It was some real popping shit that we hear on the radio every 10 seconds. And when that shit, impression, we listen to that shit 100,000 times. It's almost like LMA. Remember when she had booed up, you would listen to that shit for hours. I don't know a record, with no disrespect, that played, and I know I sound like a hater, that played Jean Baptiste. But last night I watched that whole Grammys, and I figured it out. Their original clout chase, their shock and awe moment, it happens every year. They give somebody the award that we barely know and we didn't know. Everybody's talented. Can't take nothing from the man. He put his heart and soul in his music. Salute him. God has blessed him. But they've been doing this shit. So when you see artists saying, yo, I'm retiring, or I boycott the thing, and you be like, yo, it's like, I don't think this is like a mistake. How about I realize this is not a mistake? This is, I dissected to the point of, oh shit, they do this shit on purpose. This is their form of clout chasing. This is their form of, holy shit, Fat Joe gonna talk about tomorrow how her got jerked, or Snow Allegra, or some of these other artists, that, you know, the Doja Cats of the world and all. And so this is this shit they be doing. Is it more diverse now? It looks like they sharing the time. Hey, the whole fucking world is more diverse now. The whole world. We saw the Oscars where they included more black people, more Latino. I mean, if you want to have a true reflection of America, you have to be diverse. You have to have inclusion. And so me, I'm old-fashioned. I'm old-fashioned. I make music, and when I make it, if it goes number one, it's because it's supposed to be number one. It's not no gimmick, no politics, pulling strings. That shit is out of here. When you felt it, when you heard Lean Back in Your Soul, or All the Way Up, or What's Love, you felt that special shit that talks to your soul. I'm not going to be out here kissing ass, kissing babies, doing speeches and all. Man, it's so much fuckery, right? it's so much fuckery that the shit is crazy. If you knew what I knew, you'd be like, and it's sad because as artists, we hear and you know, yo, 4/5, Hocus 4/5. And it's sad because you get up there and you win and you like to get acknowledged and you think about, you know how hard it is to be an artist. And so when you know, you put your heart and your soul in the music and you promote it and you put life stories and your passion and your soul, and then somebody judge it, and then somehow when they give you the award, you feel so great to be acknowledged. But a lot of this shit be straight bullshit. It be some bullshit. I don't know what to tell you. I didn't even like 50 Cent at the time. I'm at the Grammys. He's nominated. His first album sold 30, 40 million. He lost to somebody I don't know. But now at the time, I said, that's some bullshit. And every year I watch the Grammys, I go, that's some bullshit. Every year it happens, that's some bullshit. Till I realized, because I watched the whole shit last night. Kid Capri, what's up, my brother? Incredible Drink Champs. So I watched the whole shit last night, and I said, you know what? These guys been clout chasing forever. They know what to do. They pull up the biggest awards. They jerk the guy, like they jerk the Justin Bieber, who he's supposed to win. He sold 100 million distances, and give it to somebody we never heard of. But that's not by mistake. I thought it was by mistake. Maybe that's a systemic thing. That's what they do. And so, you know, we can talk as much as we want, but we go to the Grammys with the flyest fucking outfits. We put all our money in all that shit, and then we go to the fucking BET Awards with a hoodie on and shorts. And so that's the type of bullshit that, you know, that we always want to get accepted by people who don't really fuck with us. It is what it is. And so, shout out to Fantasia. Yesterday, she put some shit up where she was singing her ass off. Something special about how she sing. Everything about Fantasia is special, and she just feel like you gotta love her, right? So she's singing, and out of nowhere, she know for a fact when there's no cameras around, her mom gonna jump in. So she get it from her mama. And so her mama jump in and they start singing together. You gotta look this video up. It's on TikTok, Instagram. The shit is amazing. And that's real singing. Not the shucking and jiving shit. I don't know. Listen, guys. Shout out to Nasty Nas. They let him perform on the Grammys. Great job. I wish he would have really did New York State of Mind. So they played the music and they faked them out. And then they turned it into some other shit. Now, I would have wanted him to do something from Illmatic. And, you know, things that happen with artists and people, right? So you say, Amber Rose, one of the most beautiful women in the fucking planet Earth, she goes and get tattoos here. AB quits Super Bowl team because he want to be out there with the Kanyes and doing it. Like, it's just crazy shit, right? And so, like, Nas, whether he likes it or not, he's one of the greatest artists ever. Top 5 in anybody's top 5. But to me, it feels like he doesn't like doing what he knows we want him to do. We want Illmatic. You get, I mean, you're not going to perform in the Grammys every year. So you get one time to do a collage, to do some of your songs, but you don't do nothing off Illmatic. Like, I probably listen to Illmatic every day. Like, and so, I wish he would have did New York State of Mind. You know what I'm saying? And it just that's just how the shit go down. But the Lakers is not I gotta talk about the Lakers, but the Grammys was good. I mean, a lot of money put into it. Beautiful, great performances. Hey, even Lil Nas X, great performance. Jack Harlow came out with him. DJ Drama and Tyler the Creator won that Gangsta Grill's Real album with the Tyler. They won. And so the Grammys was cool. A lot of, I don't know. You know, I don't know. I don't want to sound like I'm hating them, but you know, a lot of you know, they like historically to collaborate. You know, they take somebody hot as hell, somebody who's incredible, who's on fire, and get them to perform with some whack dude from 40 years ago, some violinist from, you know, that shit played out already. It's 2022. It's a hybrid. You know, I don't know what y'all want me to do with that shit. What happened?
No, you shut it out, Hocus.
Yeah, Hocus was on it. It's his birthday? Hocus 4/5. What's up, my brother? Happy birthday. And so what I'm saying is, no, they've been doing that forever. They'll take a Michael Jackson and make him perform with Tony Bennett, with, you know, like, I don't know, man. Nah, man, I don't know. 54 years since the murder of Martin Luther King, and I haven't seen enough on Instagram about it or out there, but it's been 54 years since the murder of Martin Luther King, and he said, "Don't allow anybody to make you feel like nobody." You see what I'm saying? Don't allow anybody to make you feel like nobody. You got to know your self-worth. He was saying this back in the 60s. To me, the greatest American ever. The type of shit he went to, what Jasmine Sullivan won. And anybody in that category right there could have won, and I'd have been like. And so she deserves it. That's real music. That's good music. They kept it real with her. They kept it real with her. And every time I look at these shows, I wonder who fucking votes for who. Who gives the shit to who? And so I don't know, you know, we want people acceptance. We don't even know who we want to accept us. Shout out to Sarab. It's a new spritzer. What it says on the box, so we can get the right shit. And shout out to my brother Buff. You know, the Fat Joe Show will be on TV this year in the big channel. We already signed the deal. My partner is Sean P. Diddy Combs, Mr. Love. Fat Joe has a TV show coming out with Kenya Barris, the Torero brothers. That will be on Showtime. The series of my life. Fat Joe has an animation show that's going to be on TV. Actually, two. And so we really working. Don't get us fucked up. So next year, when you see shit all over, popping up all over, you're going to be like, damn, Joe doing this. Nah, I'm doing my motherfucking thing. Rashid Assis, salam alaikum, my brother. It's Ramadan, right? Salam alaikum, my brother. Bismillah. Rahman Alahim. Kifahalik. Alhamdulillah. We'll be out there in Saudi soon too, right? We touching that Saudi in June. We're going to Saudi Arabia, bro. Rashid, you got to fly over from Dubai to Saudi Arabia. Yeah, Hocus. But what you got to understand, guys like me, it don't come easy. God bless us, but we know we got a different journey. You know, I want to take the elevator up, but they make me climb the mountain. You ever see some shit like that? You know you belong on the top, The motherfuckers take the elevator up. That's the way. That's the smartest way. I want to take the elevator up, but sometimes they make guys like me climb the mountain. You ever heard of some shit like that? And so we got to climb the mountain. We've been fucking these people up for the last 2-3 years on this shit. Fucking them up. Giving out 100,000 and giving out all type of money on this show and stocks with Cash App and we done interviewed. I don't even want to start who we interviewed. We done interviewed everybody from Mike Tyson to fucking Dr. Fauci. I fucking give up. How many motherfuckers we done interviewed on this show? Shout out to Wild Cherry Pepsi. Been with us since day one. Ciroc, day one. Cash App, partner. You know what I'm saying? Cash App, it's time to re-up. Gotta talk. Bring your finance people to the table.
I was supposed to
Huh?
I was talking to Brett about that today.
Yeah, it's time to re-up. Cash App is
Stay focused.
Let's stay focused, Cash App. Let's stay focused. Yo, Dade County shoppers. Rest in peace, Arnold Mad Dog. Rest in peace, Per TAT. Y'all Afion, you don't know who I know. You motherfucking right. Slim Fat Joe is on the check-in. We are not for play, guys. We are not for play. So I said the book of Jose tomorrow. I'm going to reveal it. Lakers not making the playoffs.
Oh, man.
This is horrible. When the season started and you seen the picture of AD, LeBron, Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, and who else was on there?
Everybody.
Was it Dwight Howard or something?
Dwight Howard,
Hall of Fame.
Monk.
Fuck Monk and all of them. Like, listen, let me tell you something. Fat Joe, I don't know if you people know. I know I sound narcissistic on here, but I got to tell you the truth. I coached, shout out to Mousy, at the Rucker, and I won 7 championships. We didn't win that by luck. Everybody came to beat the Terror Squad. And so if it's 2.5 minutes in the game, I'm down by 2, and fucking Monk is dribbling like he's gone, I'm running on the court to go, time out. Get the fucking ball out this bozo's fucking hand. If we don't win the next 5 games in a row, we don't make the playoffs. LeBron gave him 39. He ran out of gas, air the last game when they lost. He should have beat New Orleans. But it's 3 minutes, it's 2 down. Monk is doing all this shit. Yo, bro, if you don't give that fucking ball to Anthony Davis and get the fuck out the way, it's unbelievable. I don't play that shit. So people who play with me, they know how passionate I am about it, and I don't give a fuck. If I give John Strick the ball and he scores and they can't check him, I'm giving it to him 20 times in his row till he tells me, yo, coach, I can't breathe no more. Rest in peace, John Strick. I don't have air. Or Dorian or Kareem or any. That's me. I'm the cheese. If you see me in the video game, I'll keep kicking the motherfucker with the same move. It's going to make me win. I don't give a fuck. Lakers trying to make the playoffs. You got Anthony Davis there, who's allegedly one of the top, whatever it is, in the league. Give him the fucking ball. Move out the way. Or at least let Russell Westbrook pull the 12th round. You know how fighters losing the whole fight and they come to 12th round and they start doing the flurries, trying to steal the fight. It's too late, but he showed up the last 5 games, scored 20.
Trash. I'm a Memphis Grizzlies fan now.
Don't say that too loud. Young Rich said he's a Memphis Grizzly fan now. He full of shit.
Just for the playoffs. I'm loyal to the end. People know that. But
Hey, y'all, I want to shout out my brother, Trick Daddy. Trick Daddy got a cooking show. It's called Bitch, I Got My Pots. And let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you something. And this is borderline disrespect, what I'm going to tell you. Trick Daddy, some people got cooking shows, and they make the shit for them. You know when we do the Wendy show and the shit be chopped up, and somebody come and explain that this. Trick Daddy cooks in your face, cuts the shit up, cooks in your face. The man made a comp stew. When I tell you, this was possibly the best fucking stew I ever ate in my life. I'm not lying to you. And let me tell you what's crazy. I tasted the stew. It was so fucking incredible. I went to my mother and father's house. Now, you got to understand, my mother and father, every time I go see them, and I'm sure my mom's is on here, they cook for me. There's no way around it. I don't give a fuck if I'm on a strict diet, whatever. The one thing they know is they cannot put pork on the food. So my father sits me down and said, "Tu estás en religión?" You know, he asked me, "Yo, you in that religion?" I said, "No, Pop. I'm not Muslim. I'm not in the religion. I just don't eat pork, right?" But my father, when I get to my mother's house right after trick, he makes a shrimp stew. Same day. I mean, 20 minutes after. I leave Trick Daddy's, I go over there, he's cooking. Guess what he's cooking? Shrimp stew. Now, Trick was really, really mad that he was missing one ingredient, which was the okra. When I get to my father's, he got the okra in the stew. But long story short is, I ate my father's stew. It was good. Don't get it fucked up. My pops is older now. He cooks incredible. But it wasn't fucking with that Trick Daddy stew. For me to tell you that Trick Daddy stew was better than my father's stew, it's a real fucking problem. Like, because my father gets down. He gets busy. But that boy, Trick Daddy stew, that comp, that was the right season, the right salt, the right pause thickness, the right, man. That shit was so incredible, man. And listen, Ramadan Mubarak. To everybody who's fasting, I think it's nighttime, at least here. You can eat now. You can eat. Listen, man, this is the big, big show. Shout out to the game for showing up over here. You never know who comes. Shout out to Wild Cherry Pepsi. Shout out to Ciroc. They got the new spritzes. Hold up, let me see this shit, man. Because Puff, he found a way to pay the bills. It's vodka spritz. Vodka spritz, which is good as hell. I had one the other day. And it's packaged so incredibly. Listen, let your darkest moments bring your most clarity. Meaning, you go through anything in life. If your so-called friends, your family ain't there for you, they ain't the ones. And guess what? Blood don't just make you family. I have some friends that ain't blood that are more family than family. You get it? And so let your darkest moments bring your most clarity. And put God first. Got a lot of Muslims on here. You know, Catholics on here. Jews on here. Everybody together. And so what I do know is that everybody is trying to be righteous. Everybody's trying to do the right thing. Everybody's trying to help each other, help their family, bless their family. That's what I'm talking about. Positivity, helping others. That's what I'm about. You know, I don't go to church like that. I do sometimes, but I don't go to church like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm praying to God every day, several times. I pray for you. Shout out my brother Pretty Lewis. Mom's is in the hospital. I'm going to pray for her. So legendary tonight. And hope she make it out because Mom's is strong. Mom's is strong. And so I'm going to pray for her. But I pray for you guys. Pray for me. Pray for Joe Crack. If you love the Fat Joe, talk that shit with you. If you love the Fat Joe, whatever the case may be, pray for me. Pray for me. I need it. Peace, y'all. We the biggest in the game.